Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
San Antonio police are looking for 6 suspects responsible for shooting a man. Good morning, I'm Melissa Cole, and coming up we'll tell you where and when it happened.
A third arrest has been made in the deadly dog attack back on February 24th. What arrest records are saying about the woman arrested.
And taking a live look at the Alamo City, you hear Sarah Spivey in the background. She's going to give you a full preview of spring break. We're talking roller coasters and not just at Six Flags. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. It is Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm not going to lie to you, though. I did take the roller coaster line from Sarah Spivey.
It's okay.
She was very creative.
Yeah, she said it's going to be roller coaster temperatures for spring break.
Yeah, in a big way too, guys. Today we could get up to 90 degrees. Yeah, starting off spring break feeling a lot like summer. We do have humidity out there. It's pretty high, and so because of that, we're even seeing some areas of fog. Take a look outside right now. It's San Antonio at 68 degrees. Visibility is fine at the airport, but you go up to New Braunfels and you can see that visibility is down to 5 miles. Visibility down to 5 miles in Pleasanton as well. Fine visibility out in Seguin, but even in Del Rio, we're starting to see some fog form. So here's what we've got for our first weekend of spring break. Today, humid and hot, near 90 degrees. Cloudy out there right now, but we will see sun this afternoon. And then tomorrow, lower humidity, but still warm, 84 degrees. And if you think that's a temperature drop from 90 to 84, get on that temperature roller coaster, because we're going to be seeing temperatures even cooler than that for highs. I'll tell you which days of the week are the best for outdoor activities this spring break, coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. A man is in critical condition this morning after crashing his motorcycle on the city's north side. The crash happened around 10:30 last night, according to San Antonio police. The man was headed westbound on Bandera Road, and as he attempted to cross an intersection, he hit the median. The impact caused him to be thrown off his motorcycle. He was taken to the University Hospital with head injuries.
Now, a third arrest in the aftermath of that deadly dog attack on the west side. So take a look. 26-year-old Destiny Cardona. Court records read that Cardona, the sister of one of the dog owners, and according to those arrest records, she went to her sister's home on Delpa Street last week, approached a neighbor who was seen talking on TV about that dog attack.
Those arrest records say Cardona threatened to kill the witness and their family members. Cardona is currently in the Bexar County Jail on a $25,000 bond. She's charged with retaliation, which is a third-degree felony.
And a man accused of killing 2 people behind bars this morning. San Antonio police arresting this man, 19-year-old Christian Ray Belmudez. Now, he's accused of killing 2 19-year-olds, Gabriel Sanchez and Sonia McNeil, at a Northeast Side hotel last January. The suspect charged with 2 counts of capital murder. All right, so we have some late-breaking news into the newsroom. We're following an overnight shooting in the 11,000 block of Bandera Road.
That's where we find our Alicia Cole, who has the latest. Good morning, Alyssa.
Yes, good morning, Sarah, Max. This information we just got not too long ago. The shooting happened just after 1 o'clock on the 1000th block of Veracruz Street. That's on the city's west side. Police tell us 6 people approached a man they believe to be in his 30s. They approached him and they attempted to rob him when the victim, that man, and they believe to be in his 30s, when he refused to give up his belongings. They say one of those suspects pulled a gun, pulled the trigger, and shot that man below the waist. Now, of course, someone called 911. Paramedics came out quickly. They took that man to University Hospital, and police were there on scene as well. Now, when those shots were fired, they say 2 out of the 6 suspects ran into the apartment complex. So once police had the building surrounded, those 2 suspects that came out, they gave themselves up. Of course, they gave themselves over to police. Police were able to detain them in a safe manner. So right now, with those other 4 suspects, police are looking for them. Those 2 suspects that they have, and they have detained right now. They are having them in questioning. They're part of the investigation as detectives work on this case. But as of now, the victim, we're told that he's going to be okay. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. The Mexican cartel, believed to be responsible for kidnapping 4 Americans, issuing an apology. in a handwritten letter, the cartel group apologizing to the city of Matamoros, the affected Americans, and those Americans' families. So the handwritten letter also explaining the cartel turning over the 5 members responsible for the crimes. Law enforcement officials on both sides of the border believe the letter is authentic and that the Americans were targeted in a case of mistaken identity. Right now, the FBI is seeking tips on 4 Americans kidnapped in Matamoros, Mexico, last week. All of this unfolding right after the border. Now, a new digital media tip line is open. If you have any information on the situation, you can submit those tips online or by phone. We have a link to the tip line right now. Just head to KSAT.com.
Work crews are advising tourists to stay away from South Lake Tahoe this weekend as the flooding risk grows in California. Those crews having to deal with many feet of snow in recent weeks. For the moment, the city is shifting from snow removal operations to storm drain protection, using the equipment that works in these conditions when the snow is wet and heavy, giving water a path to storm drains so it doesn't cause flooding. Workers are hoping people considering weekend trips to Sierra Nevadas will keep that in mind.
All right, well, the U.S. Air Force unveiling a new color scheme for the 2 new Air Force One jets. Take a look. So it gets rid of the darker red, white, and blue originally chosen by former President Donald Trump. Instead, it is a modern design of the president's aircraft. The next Air Force One jet is going to feature a more sky blue with gold accents. The overall color scheme stays true to the design Air Force One had since President JFK was in office. Now, the first jet is scheduled to be delivered in 2027.
It's pretty.
Sure. Time now is 6. It's a little light for me. Time now is 6:06, 67 degrees out.
All right, it's Saturday, which means it's Texas Eats time.
Let's go.
David Elder taking us to Houston to try some unbelievable waffle creations.
I mean, who doesn't love chicken and waffles?
Can't be bad.
They turned that into like a sandwich?
Looks like it. That's an aggressive chicken and waffle sandwich.
We need samples on Breakfast of Champions. All right, taking a live look out there. 67 now. Sarah Spivey telling us we could hit 90 today. We're going to have your full forecast in just a bit.
Welcome back. Investing your money is important to build wealth for your future, but where do you begin? Here's ABC's Melissa Adon with what steps to take to start investing.
If all of your money is in checking and savings accounts, it may be time to consider investing.
Keeping your money parked in cash in a savings account, while that's helpful for day-to-day transactions and having rainy day savings, it's not really what's going to ultimately get you to a place of financial security.
Financial expert Farnoosh Torabi says that you could earn more money over the years by investing rather than those standard bank accounts.
And the best way to do that historically has been through investing in the stock market.
And nowadays, you can outsource to automated investment platforms to set up and manage your portfolio for you.
You don't need a degree for this anymore. You don't need time for this anymore. The days of spending hours and hours and hours laboring over which investments to pick and then still not knowing you are making the right decision or not are long gone.
The digital platforms come at a fee, but Torabi says it's a much smaller fee than working with human advisors who often use the same technology to guide their clients. If you're strapped for cash,
you don't have to be wealthy to invest, but you do have to invest to be wealthy. You can open up a brokerage account. You can start investing in your company 401k with as little as $10 a day. Start with what you have.
Torabi says the most important decision you need to make is to start investing.
Just say to yourself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit to this and prioritize this.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Max, you and I have talked about this, millennials, but do we trust investing or versus just saving our own money because of the volatile market?
You should always invest, mainly index funds, but it's also kind of ironic that we do this story the day after the largest bank since 2008 has failed.
Right.
So be wary, be safe, be cautious, do your own research. That being said, researching the weather, 90 degrees today?
Yeah, guys, join me. We're going to do the temperature roller coaster. Ready?
I'm so happy.
Okay, Max.
All right, here we go.
No,
Max doesn't go on
that
rides.
didn't need to be on camera.
Yesterday, we were at 78 degrees. Today, I'm forecasting 90. Absolutely. So it is going to be a warm one today for us. But for spring break, a little bit all over the place. So down the temperature roller coaster we go. Tomorrow we'll be at 84 degrees behind a front, but the really cool air arrives on Monday when we'll struggle to get out of the 60s. By Tuesday, we'll be down to 64 for the high temperature, and then we start to warm back up over the middle of the week. Wednesday will be at 74, Thursday by 80. And then you guessed it, another drop by the weekend. So we've got a lot to talk about, but first I want to get you through your day today. Outside right now, you can see it is cloudy, 68 degrees outside, winds from the south at about 10 miles per hour. Those temperatures are close to the dew point, so we are starting to see some areas of fog out there this morning. This is a look at visibility. Visibility as low as 2 miles in Gonzales. Look at Austin, down to half a mile visibility out there. Visibility down to 5 miles in Kerrville. So if you have early morning plans around San Antonio, you may run into patchy fog as you're driving around. It's not going to be a major nuisance to your morning, but just something to keep in mind, especially on the west side of town, where at Port SA visibility is down to 6 miles. Take a look though at the futurecast. Even though we are starting off with clouds, as early as 10 o'clock this morning, we'll start to see mostly sunny to completely sunny skies. As I take you through the futurecast toward lunch and into the afternoon, again, it is going to be a sunny day, and that sunshine is going to allow us to warm up. Take a look at potential high temperatures today. The average high is 73. I'm forecasting 90 in San Antonio. That is quite a temperature jump from the average, 17 degrees above the average. It'll be 91 at Stinson, 88 in Seguin, 89 in Uvalde, 91 in Hondo, 92 in Devine, 89 in Bandera, 87 in Kerrville, 91 in Floresville, 92 in Uvalde. A hot day. If you're visiting San Antonio for spring break, welcome. This is kind of typical weather for us in the springtime, where we see ups and downs as far as temperatures are concerned. And in your KSAT 12-hour forecast as I take you throughout the day, again, staying cloudy until about 10 o'clock. Temperatures will start to warm into the 70s. By 10, we'll be at 74 degrees. But as soon as we see total sunshine, we're going to ramp up those temperatures. 82 by noon. Notice too that winds are going to be breezy at times from the southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. An occasional gust up to 25 miles per hour is possible. A little bit of a breeze as you're out around enjoying our beautiful city. 90 for the high right around 4 p.m. And then even in the evening, temperatures are still going to be in the 70s. So it's going to be a very mild evening for us, and higher humidity. That 90 may feel a little bit more like 92, 94 because of the higher humidity out there. Speaking of the humidity, this is a look at current dew points. You can see that we're seeing dew points in the 60s. Here's what that means. It means it feels pretty muggy outside. Watch what happens though over the next 24 hours or so. When we look at a front is going to be moving through early tomorrow morning. Here's a look at that futurecast humidity. Again, today dew points will be staying in the 60s, feeling humid all day long, except for out toward Del Rio, where it will be a little bit drier as the dry line moves through. There's that front. That front is expected to move through right around dawn tomorrow, which, by the way, is going to be an hour later, around 7:50 or so tomorrow. Remember, we have to spring forward overnight. Then that front is going to be moving through, and it'll drop the humidity tomorrow. So even though it's still going to be warm, dew points are going to be in the 30s and 40s, which is nice and dry and comfortable. So still warm tomorrow, near 84 degrees. Colder air really pushes in on Monday and Tuesday. Look at those highs, struggling to get out of the 60s. We may even have a sprinkle or two on Tuesday. Then we start to gradually warm up. Wednesday will be beautiful. Wednesday is my day to be outside. It's going to be mostly sunny and 75 with low humidity. Thursday, warmer, but we do have a chance for a few storms ahead of an even stronger front. Look at the high I'm forecasting on Friday. 60 degrees for the high.
Nice.
So it might be sweater weather for part of spring break toward the end of the week. Here's the thing though, I know a lot of people are going to be heading out to the coast this weekend. I've got to look not only at your coast forecast, but also the temperature of the Gulf. So if you're planning on swimming, I'll have a look at those temperatures, the water temperatures.
We used to, I'm from Corpus Christi, and we'd call it bath water. Like, it's a bath water temps where it's like warm enough to where it
I'll
feels
tell
like
you if it feels like a bath just yet. So, you know, some people might want to actually wear wetsuits.
Ooh, chilly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 617, 67 degrees out.
Okay, a 1962 Ferrari was sold for a record price at a classic car auction. What makes it so special, and that price still ahead?
Is it automatic or manual?
Ooh.
I know, right? All right, speaking of the hard-hitting questions, Texas Eats, chicken and waffles. Are you a waffles or pancakes person?
Pancakes, sorry. I know, I go against popular opinion here.
If you're a fan of waffles, like Sarah Spivey and myself, David Elder taking us to an unbelievable waffle creation spot. You're not going to want to miss it.
Pick 3, 130, Fireball 0, Daily 4 for lottery numbers 3150, Fireball 5.
And your cash 5, 2, 7, 17, 18, 22. Here we go. Did you play?
No, I didn't play.
Is it past the threshold of 100 million?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Okay, we'll do that research. We'll come back to you. If you did play, here are the numbers: 9, 20, 59, 60, 63. Big number 5, Megaplier 2. Good luck. We'll be right back.
This one right here, this is what you're known for. This is how it all got started,
that's
right?
our buttermilk fried chicken and waffle, fresh made waffle, chicken breast, buttermilk brine for over 24 hours with our special sauce, which is thunder sauce. It's a mix of spicy mayo and ancho chili honey butter.
Ooh, super tender. Look at that cross section right there. That looks fantastic. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
All right, that's the chicken and waffle sandwich. Here's a bite. Bro,
That's it right there.
messy, it's delicious. Give me some love. The OG chicken and waffle sandwich is so good. Great flavor on there. You have that crunch on the outside of the waffle, nice and tender on the inside. The chicken, brine, so much flavor on the inside of that as well. You have that sauce that they're making in-house. All that put together makes for an incredible bite.
Hot take.
Okay, you and Sarah Spivey gave me a hard time for being a pancake girl versus a waffle person. I know the waffles have the little cups for the syrup, but I feel like the pancake itself absorbs syrup better than an actual waffle. You have to put like so much on the waffle, I feel like.
I just want to be clear, so you're just eating soggy bread. Time now, 6:23,
And?
67 degrees out.
Okay, it's Women's History Month, and a pair of sisters are getting their own Barbies. Next, why Mattel is calling the sisters STEM Trailblazers. In honor of Women's History Month and International Women's Day, which was on Wednesday, Mattel made these Barbies to honor two sisters who the company calls STEM Trailblazers. The Barbies are honoring a former YouTube CEO and a CEO of the at-home DNA testing company 23andMe. Although these one-of-a-kind dolls aren't for sale, Mattel will be gifting them to the sisters.
And check this out. This is a 1962 Ferrari, and it sold for, surprisingly, more than a usual Ferrari. It sold for $18 million. Yeah. Gooding and Company auctioned the Ferrari 250 GTS WB California Spider. It's among only, get this, 37 of its kind with covered headlights. We love the covered headlights.
Okay.
Built in 1962 New York International Auto Show. So this deep turquoise car, we're going to give you like the full description here, still has the original body, driveline, and chassis. Look at that. So $18 million. My question, though, is if you buy that for $18 million, do you ever drive it?
No.
It just sits there.
No.
Just accumulates wealth.
I would be so terrified to drive that. Not because I don't trust my driving skills.
Right.
Other people.
Everyone else.
Everyone else.
Time now, 6:28, 67 degrees out.
Utility bills have doubled for one East Side church. Coming up, what they say caused it.
Plus, some terrifying video of California bracing for more severe weather through the weekend. What efforts are being done to help those who have been trapped in their homes from high waters? Good morning, welcome back. Happy Saturday. It is 6:31 this morning, so we're just coming off our respective weekends. Did you make it outside?
Oh my gosh, Max, I decided to completely re-landscape.
Well done.
Oh, I got a great rebate from Saws. I'll do a story on that.
Okay.
It can save you.
What a tease.
Saved me $300 on water saver plants. Anyway, so I dug 45 holes in my yard by myself.
Great effort.
My husband came home from work and dug the last 3. Thank you. Appreciate that. He felt so bad.
Team effort out there. So, Sarah Spivey, I guess the question is, are plants safe now?
You mean from a freeze?
Yeah.
I entirely think that that's possible that we could have seen our last
I hope
freeze.
so.
You know what? I'm going to call it. We've seen our last freeze in San Antonio. However, know where you live, because up in the hill country, the average last freeze isn't until the end of March. And we are going to have a lot of temperature ups and downs throughout this week and weekend and into spring break. Let's start, though, with the most immediate thing that may affect your morning, and that is areas of fog. Take a look outside right now. Visibility down to 5 miles in New Braunfels, down to 4 in Gonzales, down to 3 in Pleasanton. Visibility is fine at the airport, but it is as low as 6 miles out near Port SA on the west side, 5 miles in New Braunfels, down to 3 miles in Pleasanton. It is a mild morning. Temperatures right now are in the upper 60s. To put that in perspective, our average high this time of year is right around 73. So we're starting off very mild. 66 in Helotes, 66 Bulverde, 68 at Stinson. Good morning in Canyon Lake at 67 degrees, 65 in Kerrville. As you look at your Saturday, this is going to be a warm one. It's going to be a doozy for sure. Fog is going to lift by about 10 and we'll see total sunshine. Noon, it'll be 82 degrees, breezy too, with winds from the southwest gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. Whenever we get a southwest wind, though, that could act like a bit of a hairdryer and actually warm us up even more. So 90 is the forecast for the high. It would be our first 90-degree day of the year. And even after sunset, it's going to be mild with temperatures falling into the 70s. It is the first weekend of spring break. If you're planning on heading out to Corpus Christi, Port Aransas, here's your bay and beach forecast. Today's going to be pretty nice. Bays will be a little choppy, 81 degrees for the high. Tomorrow, even warmer, 88 degrees. But we do see a front for the coastal communities Sunday night into Monday. That'll allow for a very cool day on Monday, even a few isolated showers. Take a look at that water temperature, 71 to 74. So a little bit on the cool side. Coming up, even bigger temperature drops around San Antonio. Your forecast in a few minutes. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Police working this morning trying to figure out who's responsible for shooting a man overnight on the city's west side. Investigators say the shooting may have been part of a robbery attempt.
Alyssa Cole joining us outside of Public Safety Headquarters. Alyssa, where did this happen?
Yes, good morning. This happened just outside the apartment complexes on Veracruz near South Cross. Police tell us the incident happened just after 1 o'clock. Detectives say the victim is a man in his 30s. Now, he was standing outside of his apartment home when 6 men walked up to him and attempted to rob him. When the victim refused to give up his belongings, they say one of the suspects pulled out a gun and shot the victim below the waist area. Someone called 911. First responders got there quickly. They say when first responders got there, they were moving in several different directions. 2 suspects ran off into the apartment complex, and of course, paramedics, they were tending to the victim so they could take him to University Hospital. Now, this is what investigators tell us. Because those 2 suspects ran into the apartment complex, they were able to surround the area, and those suspects, they came out, they surrendered, and police were able to detain them. Now, they have not charged those suspects, but they are a part of questioning in this investigation, so detectives can solve this case to find out who those other 4 suspects are and who's responsible for shooting the victim. Now, those other 4 victims, they haven't been identified. They have not been called. If you know any details, you are encouraged to call Crime Stoppers. But as far as the victim, we're told that he'll be okay. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Well, utility bills have doubled for an East Side church since new people moved in next door. The leader of that church now trying to figure out why the utility bill went up exponentially. Temple Missionary Baptist Church leaders say they actually have proof that someone's been using extension cords and water hoses, plugging them into their property and running the utilities across to the neighboring property. Now, that property in question, it's been abandoned for more than a decade. The church says since last fall, when people started moving in, their utility bill has more than doubled. In the church building, they only use that facility once a week.
I already forgiven them. I just want them to stop. I don't want to keep paying their bill.
That's of the district.
So as you see there, District 2 Councilmember Jalen McKee Rodriguez says his staff has been working on a resolution, but in a statement said that they have encountered some challenges. We're obviously following this story on air and online, so stay with us for the latest updates.
Well, if you are planning to travel for spring break, the San Antonio International Airport wants to make sure that you're prepared.
All right, so spring break has begun for so many students around our area. The airport director says that the airport is expecting thousands more travelers than last year. Lee Waldman has more on what's recommended for travelers this spring break.
We came to San Antonio on Thursday and we're going back to Tampa. It was good. We ate a lot.
The early spring break crowd is here in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, Fredericksburg was really cool.
Even non-spring breakers are in the airports.
I was attending my friend's wedding, so that's what I was here for.
Just for the week of spring break, we anticipate over 130,000 people traveling.
With 10,000 more travelers expected this year compared to last, officials here at the airport say it's important to pack your patience.
We have what we call a concept of operations. We call it a ConOps that we perform for every holiday peak season that we have here. So similar for spring break.
Airport officials use their ConOps to coordinate with stakeholders, safety, maintenance, and the airlines to ensure travelers get to their destinations safely. Southwest Airlines, which had major cancellations during the holiday season, said in a statement, quote, in 2023, Southwest has already hired more than 1,400 new employees to support our customers' flight schedule and operations. American Airlines said, quote, American is ready to welcome spring break travelers on board flights throughout our global network.
We're in constant conversations with them about, their plans as we look at the increase of the passengers that are going to be here.
With a busier than normal week on the horizon, Signs recommends getting to the airport early, checking on your flight before you get there, and making sure your travel documents are ready to go.
We're excited about getting back to business, and whatever this new normalcy is going to look like, we're excited for it, and we enjoy the fact of the terminals being full again.
Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
And if you have plans to travel to Mexico, the Texas Department of Public Safety is urging everyone to avoid traveling there. DPS releasing a statement saying, in part, quote, we have a duty to inform the public about safety, travel, and risks and threats based on the volatile nature of the cartel activity and the violence we are seeing there. We are urging individuals to avoid travel to Mexico at this time, end quote.
All right, we want to tell you about some important recalls. More than 3.2 million Calico Critter toys being recalled after 2 children died. So the toys were sold in a set with a baby bottle and pacifier accessories. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says that these items pose a serious choking hazard for small children. A 2-year-old in New Mexico died in 2018. A 9-month-old child in Japan died in 2015. Now, the Calico Critter toys sold at Walmart as well as on Amazon between January of 2000 and December of 2021.
A popular car seat is also being recalled. Durrell Juvenile Group is recalling more than 59,000 Safety First and Maxi-Cosi car seats. The company says the anchors used to secure the base may fail, which would allow the seat to detach from the car. Durrell says it will mail a replacement to owners for free. People can also visit the website to look at the exact models that have been recalled.
I know this is a very popular item, especially if you head to the river. Nearly 2 million popular Yeti coolers and gear cases being recalled, all due to the risk of magnets in the product detaching and being swallowed. The specific products are the Yeti Hopper M30 Soft Cooler 1.0 and 2.0, the Hopper M20 Soft Backpack Cooler, and the Sidekick Dry Gear Case. So far, no reports of injuries or the magnet being swallowed, but the recall has been issued.
Happening today, the San Antonio Water System's annual Spring Bloom event is returning after a 3-year hiatus, and that means free plants. The first 1,000 people to visit the event will get a free drought-tolerant plant. Spring Bloom will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at SAW's headquarters. That's located the 2800 block of US 281 near Mulberry Avenue. Admission and parking is free. Available plants will include barbecue rosemary, blue spires, that's a type of salvia. Also Roman red salvia and deep blue plumbagos. You can find more information on KSAT.com.
And it's funny, if you do go, try to go early because they sell out very quickly.
Plants are expensive.
Yeah.
They went up from $8.99, the gallon plants, to about $12.99. So
inflation hitting everyone. Wow.
Yes, I was talking to nurseries about it this week.
Oh my goodness. Time now, just about 6:42, 67 degrees out.
Okay. I got it.
There's a lot here.
One of my friends texted me. It was International Ranch Day.
Oh, happy International Ranch Day.
Right. So Hidden Valley Ranch is partnering with an ice cream company to create a ranch ice cream with a twist.
Okay.
Still ahead, what other spring flavors to expect in stores and when you can grab them.
All right, so take a look at this video. Terrifying situation in California, a state of emergency in that state as flooding continues to get worse. What is now being done to help those who have been trapped inside their homes? Plus, we hear from the people who live there.
I can't wait to take apart my fence today.
Oh, you got a whole landscaping project.
Right, especially after Sarah Spivey is forecasting 90 degrees. She's going to have your roller coaster spring break forecast. We come back.
Look how violent that water is.
Raging floodwaters in Tulare County, California, as another winter storm slams the state. A state of emergency declared. President Biden sending FEMA. Officials in the town of Springville issuing a flash flood emergency as water rushed across Highway 198. Emergency crews using boats to rescue people in Woodlake as floodwaters poured right into their homes. Evacuations ordered in many communities. Authorities opening the Oroville Dam spillway near Sacramento for the first time in 4 years. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is there.
How fast is that water pouring out of the lake right now?
So right now we're releasing 8,000 cubic feet per second of water. That's equivalent to a basketball of water. So 8,000 basketballs every second coming down this spillway right now.
In Santa Cruz County, stormwater washing away this main road into the town of Soquel, cutting off as many as 700 people.
I mean, I've lived here my whole life and I've never seen the creek go actually through the road, so it's just nuts to see.
In Oakland, crews are investigating if the weather caused the roof of this warehouse to collapse. One person was killed. Possible roof collapses also a concern in higher elevations from all the snow piled on. Another 3 feet could fall in the Sierra Nevada mountains, where homes and businesses are already buried after recent back-to-back storms. In Southern California, at least 13 are dead in mountain communities east of Los Angeles. Authorities investigating which ones were storm-related. For weeks, residents trapped in their homes, running out of food and heat. A separate system now marching from the Great Lakes to the northeast, bringing heavy snow and rain. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
And Sarah, back here at home, we're kind of seeing the opposite of that.
Different story. You know, they're dealing with too much rain and we are dealing with drought. I want to just remind everyone of the exceptional drought around San Antonio. Take a look at your screen. You can see bullseye of drought from Helotes up to Bandera, out to Bernie, Blanco, that dark red area, exceptional drought. And unfortunately, we really don't have a lot of chances for rain in the forecast over the next several days. Just isolated rain in the forecast, which we'll talk about a little bit later. However, today it's going to be just hot and humid. Take a look outside right now. You can see that humidity is thick in the air in the form of some fog in some places. At least across the roads, it doesn't seem like the fog is inhibiting things much. This is I-10 here at Camp Bullis, and you can see things are flowing smoothly. As we look at the visibility elsewhere, visibility down to 5 miles in New Braunfels, down to 3 in Gonzales, down to half a mile in Austin. Thick fog up near Austin. Visibility down to 3 miles in Cotulla, closer to home. 7-mile visibility around Bernie, 5-mile visibility around New Braunfels, 7-mile visibility out in Hondo. So just some patchy fog as you're driving around this morning. You don't need the jacket. It's 68 degrees in San Antonio. We're just getting started. Temperatures are going to be much warmer than this in the afternoon. 65 in Bandera, 67 in Hondo, 66 in New Braunfels, and 66 in Bulverde. Even though it is cloudy right now with patchy fog, I do anticipate that fog to lift as early as about 10 o'clock. Here's a look look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast over the next few hours. Temperatures will be rising as soon as we see that sun. By noon, it'll be 82. We'll have mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. 90 for the high today. That's what we're forecasting. It would be our first 90-degree day of the year so far here in San Antonio. And this evening will be mild with temperatures falling into the 70s. If you think 90 is hot, look out to the west. Our friends out near Del Rio, 96 for the high. It's going to be close to 100 in Gatula and Laredo, 95 in Carrizo Springs. Around San Antonio, generally near 90 degrees, 89 in Seguin, 92 in Poteet, 92 in Divine, 90 in Bandera, 86 in Bernie and Bulverde. A little bit cooler up in those higher elevations, but we're still running some 15 to 20 degrees above the average high this time of year, which is 73. So a hot forecast for us this Saturday. It's going to be good for you to go outside, maybe enjoy some time by the pool or on our rivers, as it is going to be a warm one and a humid one too. Dew points are in the upper 60s. That is pretty muggy. Watch what happens to humidity over the coming day. We'll stay humid throughout the day today, maybe even a bit of a heat index value this afternoon. Then by early tomorrow, a front is going to move through. That's going to drop our humidity. We'll be looking at dew points falling into the 40s and 30s behind that front tomorrow. So it's going to, even though it's going to be warm, it's going to feel a lot better with lower humidity in the afternoon. All right, satellite and radar across the nation. Snowstorm going on across the Dakotas out toward areas in Minnesota and Iowa. This is a trough of low pressure, which is going to move too far to the north of us to bring us very cool air. It's still going to be pretty warm tomorrow. However, that cooler air is going to push in by Monday and Tuesday. It will be very cool, struggling to get out of the 60s. Then we'll warm back up on Wednesday before even colder system moves through Thursday night into Friday. So for spring break this week, temperatures are going to be all over the map. 90 degrees today, 84 tomorrow. But look at that, Monday and Tuesday struggling to get out of the 60s. We'll warm up Wednesday and Thursday, but that even stronger front arrives Thursday night, struggling to get out of the 50s on Friday. And as I mentioned earlier, struggling to see any rain. Tuesday, only a 20% chance for isolated showers. Wednesday, only a 30% chance for isolated showers and storms. We'll be back right after the break.
Double kill, triple kill, overkill. Kill-tacular. The new season of Halo Infinite is underway. The first-person shooter gets upgrades with new gear, weapons, a new play mode, a trio of new maps, and a 100-tier battle pass for gamers to conquer.
Attention all qualified customers of the colonies. Spacer's Choice has a very important question.
Space-based RPG The Outer Worlds has a new version available now. The Spacer's Choice Edition improves the graphics, raises the level cap, and brings all of the game's downloadable expansions into a single experience.
This room hasn't been refreshed in decades, but you are here to change that.
And for something a little more down-to-earth, okay, very down-to-earth, there is Hotel Renovator. As the name implies, players renovate hotels from the comfort of their computer. The game is available now via Steam. Requesting a late checkout in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
So Hotel Renovator or Halo?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Now 6:56, 67 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. So take a look. If you like ranch dressing, you can now eat it in ice cream form.
I don't know. So what does it taste like? So
Van
Leeuwen Ice Cream and Hidden Valley Ranch have partnered up to create a flavor with a tasty twist that includes buttermilk and herbs.
One of 7 new spring flavors. Other ones, maple cornbread. See, that sounds great. Blood orange, chocolate chip, carrot cake, just to name a few. So Sarah Spivey, is today going to be a good day to enjoy some ice cream?
Great day to enjoy some ice cream, perhaps by some of the rivers. Here's a look at your floating forecast. Yep, it's tubing season. We're going to be looking at highs near 90 degrees this afternoon with mostly sunny skies after this morning. Fog burns off. Very high UV index, so skin damage time within 15 minutes. Cooling down a little bit tomorrow with less humidity, 84. Struggling to get out of the 60s Monday and Tuesday, warming up Wednesday and Thursday before another front moves through Thursday night. Only isolated rain this week. The big story this week is the temperature ups and downs. I know a lot of spring breakers wish it could just be warm, but that's not what our weather brought us. So.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for watching. See you back here, 8 a.m.
See you at 8.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Why we celebrate 311 Day is really to let people know that 311 is here to help the community in whatever services or information that you need.
This morning on GMSA, San Antonio's Customer Service Center turning 23 years old. How city leaders are changing their online system to make residential service questions easier to answer.
Also this morning on GMSA, San Antonio has enjoyed food from the Pig Stand Diner. Why they are saying goodbye and when's the last time you can eat there.
And we know so many families starting spring break this weekend. Sarah Spivey telling us it's going to be a roller coaster, and could we hit 90 degrees today? You're going to have your full forecast in just a bit. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Saturday. It is March 11th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us.
Happy Saturday.
So we just came off our respective weekends.
Right.
You have undertaken some extensive landscaping projects.
Yes, I don't know what got into me. The weather was it was okay this week, but today I'm doing a fencing project. My husband is pulling out fence poles this morning, and I feel so bad, Sarah, that I asked him to do this, and then you're like, oh, 90 degrees today.
90 degrees could be our first 90-degree day for the year here in San Antonio. Absolutely. We're starting off with some areas of fog, though. Take a look outside right now. You can see morning clouds starting to break up a little bit, but it is near 70 degrees already. Visibility down to 8 miles, and it's breezy with winds from the southwest at 10 miles an hour. But take a look elsewhere. We're seeing visibility as low as 2 miles in New Braunfels, where it's 68 degrees. Visibility as low as 5 miles in Del Rio, where it's 66 degrees. A very mild, muggy morning for us. And yes, today I am forecasting 90 for the high. It'll be humid all day long. These morning clouds will dissipate. We'll have hot and humid conditions this afternoon. Tomorrow, still warm, yes, 84, but we will have low humidity. So all in all, a decent weekend for outdoor activities as long as you stay hydrated today. But I know it's spring break and we're going to be going up and down that temperature roller coaster. I'll show you how cool we'll get during parts of the spring break coming up in just a bit. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. This morning, the city of San Antonio is celebrating March 11th as 311 Day. So 311, if you didn't know, it serves as the city's non-emergency information call center.
Alyssa Cole joins us live from downtown. Alyssa, what's new with 311 this year?
Yes, good morning. You know, it's been 23 years since 311 was created, and this year city officials are planning to launch a new feature for the app to help residents navigate city services and operations much easier. Now, we all know you can dial 311 to get a hold of city customer service agents, but you can also download the city app. It's called 311 SA, and search up whatever you need from there. Now, this year officials are launching a built-in virtual assistant in the app. So you know Siri on your iPhone, where you have to do is press the button on the side of your phone and speak to it. Well, you'll be able to do the same exact thing with the 311 app. Now, the call center has about 45 call takers, and on average they take about 3,000 to 3,200 calls a day, you guys. That's averaging to about 800,000 calls a year. We spoke with the director of 311, and she tells us residents and visitors call majority of the time to request help or report a problem.
People call us for their solid waste services. Maybe they're calling us to find out what they can put in their different containers. They're calling us about potholes or other street concerns. They're calling us about any animal care concerns that individuals might have.
Now, as far when the new virtual assistant Siri, that feature app, when that'll be launched, it'll be happening sometime this year. We don't have the exact date, but we know it will happen before the end of the year. The call center is open every single day, 7 days a week, from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And details about 311, 311 SA, it'll all be on our website later today if you are curious about learning more about it. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Talk of the week and into the weekend. Tech lender Silicon Valley Bank collapsing, the largest bank to collapse since the 2008 financial crisis after failing to raise enough money to end this ongoing crisis. So this is the second largest bank to fail in the history of the United States. The largest bank failure Washington Mutual falling during the financial crisis. California regulators shutting down Silicon Valley Bank, and now the U.S. FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, giving customers their insured money back no later than Monday morning. Uninsured customers will get an advance payment in the next week, but there are still questions. Now, is this an isolated situation pertaining only to high-risk lending to tech startups, or could this be a foreshadow of worse economic and banking conditions down the road? All of this under the umbrella of the Fed continuing to raise interest rates.
Meanwhile, the White House is expected to approve the controversial Willow project. It's a major oil drilling project on Alaska's environmentally sensitive North Slope. While it has bipartisan support from state lawmakers and some native groups, opposing voices against it are getting louder. Videos on TikTok and Instagram are spurring over 1 million letters to the White House and more than 3 million signatures to a Change.org petition to stop the project. The Biden administration decision is expected next week.
And migraine relief could be as easy as using a nasal spray. The U.S. FDA approving a drug from Pfizer that provides relief for migraines in just 15 minutes. All of this through clinical trials. Already several nasal sprays for migraines on the market. However, Pfizer says this spray actually blocks a protein in the brain that contributes to inflammation. It could be expected by July. Well, this morning, winter storms impacting large parts of the country. 21 million Americans now on alert for flooding, snow, blizzards, and high winds.
As ABC's Daria Albinger reports, President Biden is sending federal aid to California as a winter storm buries towns in the mountains.
Look how violent that water is.
Raging floodwaters in Tulare County, California, as another winter storm slams the state. A state of emergency declared. President Biden sending FEMA. Officials in the town of Springville issuing a flash flood emergency as water rushed across Highway 198. Emergency crews using boats to rescue people in Woodlake as floodwaters poured right into their homes. Evacuations ordered in many communities. Authorities opening the Oroville Dam spillway near Sacramento for the first time in 4 years. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is there.
How fast is that water pouring out of the lake right now?
So right now we're releasing 8,000 cubic feet per second of water. That's equivalent to a basketball of water. So 8,000 basketballs every second coming down this spillway right now.
In Santa Cruz County, stormwater washing away this main road into the town of Soquel, cutting off as many as 700 people.
I mean, I've lived here my whole life and I've never seen the creek go actually through the road, so it's just nuts to see.
In Oakland, crews are investigating if the weather caused the roof of this warehouse to collapse. One person was killed. Possible roof collapses also a concern in higher elevations from all the snow piled on. Another 3 feet could fall in the Sierra Nevada mountains, where homes and businesses are already buried after recent back-to-back storms. In Southern California, at least 13 are dead in mountain communities east of Los Angeles. Authorities investigating which ones were storm-related. For weeks, residents trapped in their homes, running out of food and heat. A separate system now marching from the Great Lakes to the northeast, bringing heavy snow and rain. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
And back here in Texas right now on KSAT.com, Texas House Speaker Dade Phelan throwing his support behind a border security bill that, if passed, would create a Texas unit of officers empowered to repel and arrest migrants crossing the border outside a port of entry, then return these migrants to Mexico if they were seen trying to illegally cross. Now, House Bill 20, the priority legislation, would certainly test the boundaries of the state's ability to enforce immigration law. Remember, historically, immigration law falls under the federal purview. Currently, under federal law, a person arrested for entering the country without permission could be charged with a misdemeanor. If Border Patrol agents arrest them a second time, that person could be charged with a felony and banned from entering the country for a certain amount of years.
A sweeping education bill introduced in the Texas Senate would allow families to use taxpayer money to send their children to private schools and allow more parental powers regarding education. So if signed into law, Senate Bill 8 would give families up to $8,000 in taxpayer money per student to pay for private schooling through an educational savings account. Cementing Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick's signature educational proposal into law, the bill also calls to establish new opportunities for parents to review instruction material and impose new rules on how gender and sexual orientation is taught in all grades. There is a lot that is in this bill. You can read about that on KSAT.com right now.
Time now 8:10, 68 degrees out.
Still ahead, GMSA at 8. Our local teams falling just short of reaching the UIL State Boys Basketball Championship Finals. Why both teams say their futures are still bright for next year, and how many of their star players are returning.
I would like to thank San Antonio for supporting this pig stand for 101 years.
So you heard it there. For more than a century, the Pig Stand Diner has been a staple in the Alamo City, now closing their doors for good. We're going to visit one last time to say thanks for the memories after the break.
68 degrees right now, but Sarah Spivey says it'll be a much different story, forecasting to get to a high of 90 degrees. But hey, she has got your spring break roller coaster forecast when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. So this morning, the Pig Stand making its last stand after 101 years.
This weekend will be your last chance to enjoy the fan favorite restaurant on Broadway near North Alamo Street that opened back in 1921. The decision to close comes after a developer bought the property last year. Owner Marianne Hill says goodbyes are never easy, but it's time to close the doors at the diner for good. Hill says her health is the main reason why she's deciding to move on. However, she's grateful for the community that supported the diner for so long.
And I hate to say goodbye, but you know how that goes. All good things come to an end. And that's what I see. I pig stand, it's time. We served our community, and it's time for us to go.
Marianne says the pig stand will be open through Sunday until they run out of food. And my favorite's always that 3-layer cake that they have there. So if you want to get a last piece of that cake, go this weekend.
That sounds like a good plan there, Sarah. Again, thankful for all they've done for our community, for sure. All right, we've been talking about it all morning, a temperature roller coaster. Guys, I took that literally. Let's go, Sarah, up the temperature roller coaster. 90 degrees today, and then we'll be seeing temperatures come down. Take a look. Here we go.
Max is afraid of heights. He didn't want to get on the roller coaster.
There you go, Max.
That's the only reason.
Okay, yeah, so yesterday we were at 78 degrees. Today we're forecasting 90. And then we'll be coming down. Tomorrow, 84 for the high. Yes, that's warm, but really the cold air starts to really move in. By Monday, we'll be struggling to get out of the 60s. Tuesday, 64 for the high. That's what we're forecasting. And then by the end of the week, we'll start to see temperatures rise even more. Wednesday in the 70s, Thursday in the 80s. And you guessed it, we're going to see another temperature drop by Friday of this upcoming week. All right, outside right now, though, it is humid. It is muggy. You can see the fog on the horizon. Also starting to see some breaks in those clouds. It's 69 degrees outside. Winds are breezy from the southwest at 10 miles per hour. We could see a few gusts up to 20-25 miles per hour. But the most immediate thing you'll see as you step out the door this morning are areas of fog. Visibility down to 2 miles in New Braunfels, down to 1.5 miles in Carrizo Springs. Let's get a closer look around the San Antonio metro area. Visibility okay around San Antonio, but again, as you're driving around, you will notice in some of the more rural areas, the valleys, that fog will be around. But watch what happens in the future cast today as I take you through. As early as 9-10 o'clock, we'll start to see breaks in those clouds. By 10, starting to see more sunny of skies, and then by noon should be mostly sunny. A few passing cirrus in the afternoon. Otherwise, it's going to be a very warm day. We're going to be looking at high temperatures, some 15 to 20 degrees above the average, which is 73 this time of year. It'll be 90 in San Antonio, 89 in New Braunfels, 92 in Devine, 91 in Hondo, 92 in Uvalde, upper 80s for the hill country. So just to reiterate everything, I'll take you through the KSAT 12-hour forecast, warming up into the 70s over the next couple of hours, near 82 degrees right around lunch. Winds will be breezy from the southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour, clocking in at 90 for potentially the first time this year, this afternoon. And then even with the sunset, it's going to be warm with temperatures in the 80s. Looking at yet. The humidity dew points are high, but as we look ahead to tomorrow morning, we do anticipate humidity coming down with the arrival of a cold front. This front is going to sweep through, drop the humidity, and set up pretty nice weather for tomorrow afternoon. Don't forget, tonight we spring those clocks forward at 2 a.m. So even though the sun rose at 6:48 this morning, it's going to rise closer to 8 tomorrow morning. Sunset tonight is going to be close to 7, but close to 8 p.m. tomorrow. By the way, there's been a lot of speculation about whether or not we'll eventually do away with daylight saving time as far as in Congress goes. So if you want to, go ahead and scan this QR code. I did a whole explainer about the origins of daylight saving time and what that could mean if we end up doing away with daylight saving time all in all. So scan that QR code there. And as you look ahead, again, tomorrow we're going to be near 84. Monday and Tuesday, 60s for the high, so cooler. And then by Thursday, warming up to 80 degrees, a chance for isolated storms, and then an even bigger cool down. Friday, our highs will struggle to get out of the 50s. That's what we're forecasting right now. As it turns out, though, a lot of people heading to the coast. I've got your coast cast, those water temperatures for the Gulf coming up in just a bit.
All right, kiddos, maybe hit the pools today, tomorrow.
Yeah.
And middle week, take a break.
Take a little break.
Go to the museums.
Exactly. Good idea.
Thank you, Sarah. 8:19, just about 70 degrees.
Still to come before 8:30. It's been a rough season for the San Antonio Spurs, but they were able to give fans something to cheer about against a top team in the Western Conference.
The top team in the West. And after the break, UIL boys hoops wrapping up the season tonight at the Dome. We're going to look at which teams make it to the state championship.
Well, this morning, the UIL boys basketball season wraps up tonight at the Alamo Dome with the state championship games.
All right, so we're starting with Brennan and Beaumont United in the Class 6A state finals. United led 17-7 after one. Brennan getting within 6 points with the reigning state champs, led by 10 at halftime later third quarter. Brennan gets going. They did trail by 9 after 3. Fourth quarter, the Bears trailing by just 1. Couldn't pull it off. Brennan falling 70-68, so close. Their future, though, is still very bright. They're only actually going to lose 2 seniors from this high-level team. And then earlier on Friday in the Class 4A semifinals, Bernie went toe-to-toe with Washington Houston. They would end up losing 75-69. Bernie led twice by 1 point in the first half, including 32-31 at halftime. But the Eagles going up by as many as 15 in the fourth. The Greyhounds closing the gap to 4 with 27 seconds to go, but they would not do enough. Bernie saying goodbye to 7 seniors. So it was really, I mean, it's good and bad, right? It's amazing that they got that far, but to get that far and then not close, very frustrating. Congratulations to all the seniors, though, that played on the highest stage.
Congratulations.
All right, time now, 8:24, just about 70 degrees.
Hey, stay with us because we have Spurs highlights.
Go, Spurs, go.
Who won?
I know. Why are you so surprised?
We'll break that down when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and go Spurs, go. San Antonio Spurs taking on the Denver Nuggets last night. A kickoff of a season-high 6-game homestand, so take a look. Rough start for the first quarter, Spurs trailing 11-4. Nuggets later went up big 24-10. Spurs, though, fighting back in the second quarter, getting within 4 points, eventually taking a small lead. Denver trailing San Antonio at halftime, 68-67. So we go to the third quarter. Things get really testy here. Wait for it. All right, so Michael Porter Jr. posterizing Zach Collins, lefty slam dunk, and then goes to say something to Zach. So Zach chasing him down the court, saying something in return, bumping into Porter. After review, both Porter Jr. and Collins hit with double techs, ejected from the game. San Antonio, though, getting a big lead, up by 5 after 3. Fourth quarter, though, the new guy, wait for it, faking the 3, dribble, lay-in. Spurs lead by 6. Fourth quarter, more of the new Spur. 4-3, he's good. 11 points off the bench in just 12 minutes. And get this, Spurs beating the number 1 team in the West, 128-120. Look at that. Great vibes this morning. Looking ahead, the Spurs back on the court at the AT&T Center Sunday night, 6 o'clock, hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to play their next 5 games here in the Alamo City. And I know what a lot of people are wondering. If we continue to win, are we going to lose out?
Are we going to get those picks?
Right. So you can win and still get the #1 pick.
Okay.
So there you go. Go Spurs, go. Best
Spurs,
of both
go.
worlds.
Let's go.
Time now, just about 8:29, 70 degrees.
Still ahead at 8:30, spring break means a lot of travelers in and out of the San Antonio airport. So what the airport is recommending on how early you need to get there before your flight.
And daylight saving time, a controversial subject that's really dividing Americans and has for decades. Could changing your clocks ahead an hour actually be good for you? Pretty sure we lose an hour of sleep. We're going to answer it all next. Good morning and welcome back. Happy Saturday, 8:32 this morning. It is March 11th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us.
Happy Saturday.
For so many families, it is spring break.
It's spring break. My sister-in-law was texting me, who's in Corpus. They want to come do festivities in San Antonio. And Sarah, she was like, what's the weather going to be like? And I'm like, well, I'm so glad one of my best friends is a meteorologist.
Hey, there you go. Well, it is going to be hot here in San Antonio today. We're going to be pushing 90 degrees. If we get to 90 degrees, it'll be our first 90-degree day for the year. But it's a little deceiving because for the rest of spring break, especially during the week, pretty big temperature drops. First, though, let me get you through your day. Here's a look at the satellite or clouds and visibility. You can see that around San Antonio, we're starting to see these clouds break up, but we're still seeing visibility as low as 2 miles out in New Braunfels. Visibility is okay around San Antonio at about 8 miles, but still, you're going to want to use a little caution. There are pockets of fog out there this morning. It is a warm one. You know it's going to be a warm one when we're starting off the day at near 70 degrees around San Antonio. It's 67 in Bulverde, 68 in Hondo, 67 in Seguin, 67 in Comfort, and 66 in Kerrville. Today, here's the forecast for you. Fog is going to lift here in the next hour or so. By noon, we'll already be in the low 80s. A bit of a breeze, too. Southwest winds gusting up to about 20 miles per hour, but 90 degrees for the forecast high temperature this afternoon in San Antonio under mostly sunny skies, and a warm evening too. Once the sun sets, it's still going to be in the 70s. Now, a lot of people going to be enjoying some time on bay and beaches around south central Texas. If you're planning on going to Corpus Christi Bay, Port Aransas, here's the forecast for you over the next couple of days. Okay out there today, 81 degrees for the high, pretty nice for a beach day tomorrow, 88 degrees for the high. Bays will be slightly choppy, seas at about 3 to 4 feet. But watch what happens Sunday night into Monday. It gets pretty chilly. Temperatures are going to be only in the low 70s at the beach. And by the way, the water temperature, not necessarily bathtub warm like it is in the summertime. Water temperature at about 71 to 74 degrees. This is what's going on across Corpus Christi. Here in San Antonio, we're going to have our own temperature roller coaster. Plus, I've got the latest look at the pollen count for the day today. You may want to pay attention to that, especially if you're allergic to oak. The pollen count in your spring break forecast coming up. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Looking ahead, some road closures to tell you about. They're coming to North St. Mary's Street this weekend. The first one at the intersection of North St. Mary's and East Ashby Place. That's going to be closed from this Sunday, March 12th at 7 p.m. through Tuesday, March 14th. Then beginning 7 p.m. on March 13th, alternating lanes on North St. Mary's will be closed from East Mistletoe to East Woodlawn Avenue. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about what routes to look for, what's actually going to be closed, what's going to be open. We have all of that posted right now. Just head to KSAT.com. And new this morning, San Antonio police working to find out who's responsible for shooting a man overnight on the city's west side.
Investigators say the shooting was part of a robbery attempt. It happened just before 1 this morning on the 1100 block of Veracruz Street near South Brazos Street. That's just west of downtown. A man in his 30s was outside his apartment when 6 men walked up to him and allegedly attempted to rob him. Police say one of the suspects pulled a gun and shot the man. He was taken to University Hospital, and police say he's expected to be okay. Now, SAPD arrested 2 men who ran into an apartment and later surrendered peacefully. Detectives are questioning them and have not charged anyone yet. The other suspects have not been caught.
Also new this morning, we now know a man in critical condition after crashing his motorcycle on the city's north side. So take a look. This all happened around 10:30 last night. Police tell us the man was headed westbound on Bandera Road. He tried to cross the intersection, crashed into the median. The impact threw him off the motorcycle. Right now, we're told taken to University Hospital with head injuries.
This morning, as spring break approaches, the Texas Department of Public Safety is urging everyone to avoid traveling to Mexico. DPS releasing a statement saying, in part, quote, "We have a duty to inform the public about safety, travel, and risks and threats. Based on the volatile nature of cartel activity and the violence we are seeing there, we are urging individuals to avoid travel to Mexico at this time," end quote.
And speaking of spring break, San Antonio International Airport wants to make sure you're ready for it. So for the week of spring break, airport officials are anticipating, get this, 130,000 travelers. To put that in perspective, that is 10,000 more travelers than what we saw last year. Airport officials use their concept of operations to coordinate with stakeholders, safety, maintenance, and the airlines to make sure travelers get to their destinations on time and safely. So with a busier than normal week on the horizon, the president CEO of the airport, Jesus Saenz, recommends getting to the airport 2 hours early, checking in on your flight before you get there, and making sure you have all of your travel documents.
We're excited about getting back to business, and whatever this new normalcy is going to look like, we're excited for it. And, we enjoy the fact of the terminals being full again.
So according to the airport officials, airline increases the number of seats available to popular spring break spots. Florida and Colorado, get this, up 37%. Utah and Mexico up 28%. And staying here in San Antonio, happening today, it is March 11th. That means it is 311 day. So for the city of San Antonio's call center, 311 serves as the city's non-emergency information call center.
Alyssa Cole joining us live from downtown. Now, Alyssa, we're learning there are some changes happening with 311 this year. Is that right?
Yes, good morning. That's exactly right. 311 was created back in 2000, so that means it's been years, well over 2 decades, and city officials, they're going to update an online feature, and that requires them to update the app as well, and it's going to be to help residents navigate the city services much easier. Now, we all know you can dial 311 on any phone to get a hold of city customer service agents, but you can also download the city's app called 311 SA and search up whatever you need from there. Now, this year, officials are launching a built-in virtual assistant. So to get an idea of that, Siri on the iPhone, where you can press the button or you can call out, "Hey Siri," and she responds. Well, that's exactly what the 311 app will do when you're looking for particular city services or if you have a question. Now, the call center has about 45 call takers, and on average, they take about 3,000 to 3,200 calls a week, and that adds up to about 800,000 calls a year. So there's obviously a big need, and there are people who have plenty of questions because this is a very big, growing, and moving city. Now, we spoke with one of the call takers, and she says majority of the time she finds herself helping residents with services including solid waste, out of service traffic lights, and potholes.
Trying to find answers for them and trying to get them pointed in the right direction so that even if we can't help them, finding them someone who can. I've always loved helping people, and so if I can get their issues solved, then that makes me happy.
Now, as far as when that Siri-like feature, the virtual assistant app feature, will be launched, we don't have an exact date yet, but officials tell us it will be done before the end of the year. So you want to keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in learning more about 311, it is available 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And later today on our website, we'll put even more information so you can get more familiar with the information on that website. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you. Listen, as you saw out there, it's already starting to be a beautiful day out there. Just about 70 degrees, 841.
All right, coming up next on GMSA.
Ooh, Breakfast of Champions.
If you are looking for a place to go for brunch this morning, stay with us before you head out the door, because David Elder takes us to a local diner for a stacked brunch plate that will leave your mouth watering.
And I hate to say it, we're about to lose an hour of sleep. Daylight saving time is upon us. Many people hate losing that extra hour, including us, but don't snooze on us just yet. We're going to explain to you why scientists say daylight saving time can actually stop depression.
Hey, it's in the science, right?
In the science.
Max just furrowed his brow. All right, 69 degrees. Can you believe Sarah Spivey said it's going to get to 90 degrees? Why this weekend might be the pool time for spring breakers. She'll explain when we come back.
All right. It is one of our favorite weekends of the year, and I say that facetiously.
Yeah.
Daylight saving time, which means we spring forward. And for those of you who don't know, that means we lose an hour of sleep. But, flip side, we do gain an hour of daylight.
So the time change impacts roughly 1.6 billion people worldwide.
So nearly 3 in 4 Americans, they actually want to ban it altogether. However, new research shows it could actually be better for your health. Leslie Hudson explains.
The time change sparks as much confusion as its name. Is it daylight savings time or daylight saving time?
Daylight savings time.
Daylight savings time?
That's right. No S. It's daylight saving time. But whatever you call it, daylight saving time still faces its fair share of criticism. The biggest complaint? It costs us an hour of precious sleep.
Changing the clock forward and losing that hour of sleep.
I don't think we should do it. I think it should be abolished.
But the truth is, the extra hour of sunlight boosts your body's production of melatonin, a hormone that helps you sleep. And a study published in Epidemiology reveals that the time change may benefit your brain. Incidence of depression increased by 11% when the clock shifts back in November, suggesting that springing forward may help reduce depressive episodes. That's not all. Your eyes may also benefit. You can switch off your fluorescent lights for an extra hour. The American Journal of Public Health says lights can cause our eyes to strain more and cause cataracts. Helping you spring forward into a healthier, brighter season, I'm Leslie Hudson reporting.
And guys, it is spring break, right? That means spring allergies, unfortunately.
Boo.
And we did get, I know, boo. We got the pollen count in today. I want to show you, oak is high. It's down a little bit from yesterday, but we're in the middle of oak season. Oak season usually peaks around the end of March, early April. So we've still got a long way to go. Molds, hackberry, and mulberry are present, but they're in low amounts. So that's some good news. So if you're wheezing and sneezing, that oak is the reason. All right, outside right now, you can see that we are starting to see these skies clear already, which means, yes, we're going to be warm. We've had cloudy skies this morning, areas of fog, but that is starting to dissipate. Visibility still as low as 2 miles in New Braunfels, but again, starting to see tons of sunshine already at 71 degrees this morning. This is how quick we're going to warm up. Our average high temperature this time of year is 73. We're already near our average high. Yep, it's going to get warm pretty quickly. It's 68 degrees in Rio Medina, 68 in New Braunfels, 69 at Stinson, 67 in Kerrville. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Fog is lifting as we speak, 74 at 10, 82 at 9. And then as we head into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies, forecasting 90 degrees today in San Antonio. This would be our first 90-degree day of the year. And then even this evening is going to be warm. Once we see the sunset close to 7, temperatures are still going to be in the 80s by 8. Later in the evening, if you have Saturday night plans, it'll be in the 70s. No need for the jacket today. Take a look at how warm it's going to be for the western communities in our KSAT 12 viewing area. 96 in Del Rio, 97 in Cotulla and in Laredo. Upper 80s for the Hill Country, not too bad across the Hill Country, but all of us are going to be much warmer than average. There's that average high again, 73. Notice we'll be 17 degrees warmer than that in San Antonio, 92 in Poteet, 89 in New Braunfels, 91 in Hondo, 93 in Uvalde. Bandera, you'll be at 90 degrees today, and humid too. That's another factor. Showing you the dew points this afternoon, right near 60 degrees. It's going to be a little muggy. We may even have a heat index value. Early tomorrow morning, we'll start off muggy, but that front is going to move through in the pre-dawn hours, dropping the humidity. So yes, even though it's going to be warm tomorrow, dew points will be in the 30s and 40s, which means it'll feel okay outside, especially in the shade. Now, looking at the satellite and radar, a big winter storm system across the north. Yes, it's still technically winter. And that low is not going to be sending us a big shot of cold air immediately. It's still going to be pretty warm tomorrow, as I mentioned, but then by Monday and Tuesday, that's when we'll really see the cooler air. Highs on Monday and Tuesday struggling to get out of the 60s. And then we'll be warm again on Wednesday before we cool down again Thursday into Friday. So we're kind of all over the temperature map this week. 90 degrees today, 84 tomorrow, 60s Monday and Tuesday, 70s and near 80 on Wednesday and Thursday. But I'm eyeing an even stronger front Thursday night into Friday. That's going to keep our highs in the 50s, near 60 degrees on Friday. So really, honestly, it is up and down all spring break long. You're going to want that KSAT Weather Authority app handy with you throughout the week. And as far as rain goes, really no major interruptions there. Tuesday, some isolated rain. Thursday, it's possible to see some isolated storms as well. The big story this week, not rain, but temperature changes.
If you're planting this week, I know a lot of people are, you have to water those plants, even though it might be, if in the middle of the week it's cool, doesn't mean they still need water.
Also, a lot of people going tubing for the first time this year. I've got your floating forecast coming up too.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 8:50, 70 degrees.
We'll be right back with Texas Eats.
So these are our famous pancakes, totally from scratch.
I love it.
So this is our waffle, 4 link sausage, 3 pancakes, 4 or whatever we end up putting on of bacon. This is the French toast. Then we got 3 sunny side up eggs. Watch the hand. And then of course, don't forget the powdered sugar. It comes with the syrup like this, but David and I are gonna have some fun.
And you know my favorite part about this dish is that it is a food challenge. What do they win if they finish it?
They have 25 minutes to finish it. If they finish it, they get it for free.
Oh, wow, okay.
And a Max and Louis t-shirt.
You know what? That's a pretty good deal.
All right, so
Max and Louis.
Max and Louis. In our last hour, we talked about chicken and waffles. I said, Sarah Spivey and I said, we're waffle people. Are you a pancake person now?
I'm a pancake girl.
So that's all
Best
you.
of both worlds, though. There's a waffle on the bottom.
You need a solid foundation.
Well, they have sausage on there. They have eggs.
Yeah, you need protein to start the day.
And lots of syrup.
Lots of syrup. Time now, 8:55, 70 degrees out.
Up next, get out your calendars for April because Oyster Bake, it's back. Oh my gosh, Fiesta is here. It's upon us. Who is headlining this year's event and how much tickets will cost you?
Good morning and welcome back. Looking ahead, the Fiesta Oyster Bake is back, slated to return this April.
So mark your calendars. Oyster Bake will be on April 21st and 22nd, of course, on the campus of St. Mary's University from 5 to 11 p.m. So the 2-day event serves up over 100,000 oysters that are either baked, fried, or raw. And besides oysters, people also go for the chicken on the stick with jalapeno, a San Antonio classic, and the music festival. So this popular Fiesta event helps raise money for student scholarships. Some of this year's headlines include Pat Green, Everclear, and Los Desperados.
All right, time now, 8:58, 70 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA at 9, Easter is coming up fast, and one of the top 10 finalists to be the next Cadbury bunny is not a rabbit at all. The inspiring story of survival for a sheep named Cadbury.
There's so much to that.
I love that.
And we're kicking off a new series. You're in the video. You talk about your series.
Look, okay, so we're kicking off Gardening with KSAT. I'm sprucing up the garden beds in our KSAT courtyard. So we're going to talk about how you can start your very own organic garden and the truth when it comes to the importance of soil in your garden beds.